Okay, so afternoon guys, welcome to another episode of the Viking Beard with me, Matt. And if you've watched any of my other videos and stuff and reviews on my YouTube channel, you'll know, hopefully fingers crossed by now, I'm trying to grow my way to a big, epic-esque Viking style beard, big, thick and bushy. And basically I'm on the hunt and source for stuff for my beard, stuff for my face and skin and stuff for my hair to make myself look good, feel good, to nourish my skin and hair and to make the most of what I've got, because let's face it, as I'm getting older, that's not particularly much at all. Now, what I'm kind of like with all my videos that I'm doing, what I am doing is 100% honest reviews, okay? I'm not affiliated to any of the companies whatsoever, and all the stuff that I am reviewing is my own honest opinion, okay? There's no point whatsoever in me doing videos if I'm bigging up companies, don't believe in the products or whatsoever. So this is my own open-minded opinion on any product that gets sent to me or I go out and source, okay? So what I'm going to do with same with all the other videos, I'm going to look at the packaging, I'm going to look at what the products are themselves, kind of what they're made of, price point on them, and eventually leading up to scoring it out of 10. So 0 being I'm never going to touch this again, I don't like it at all, 10 being absolutely amazing and phenomenal, and 5 is obviously, yeah, it's kind of all right. So it's nice to actually finally have a day off at long last. And so yeah, now just swig. Oh, that's better. So the guys at Ernest Thomas Co sent me through a little bag of stuff to have a look at, see what I think to it, give my opinion and views on it, and to kind of do a little review. So this is from Ernest Thomas Co. Now this isn't just an unboxing, because there's no point in me just unboxing something and just showing you products, because where's the point in that? Anyone can go online and see what the products look like. So I have been using this, I know what it's like, I can give you an honest opinion on how I think it feels and what it's like to use and what it's done beneficially or unbeneficially, as sometimes the case might be. So this is Ernest Thomas Co, small little company which is UK based, which is nice. It's always nice to see products from the UK. And little Hessian burlap sack, and this is a vintage inspired grooming products. Now the story behind these guys is basically their grandfather, and you know the days where gentlemen were actually gentlemen. We've possibly, if you're watching this in the UK, have got grandfathers that used to dress up in suits, or always smartly and immaculately dressed, and kind of the way that it used to be, sort of wartime and everything else, when everyone tried to look their best and the great British spirit and everything else like that. So this is what they've tried to recreate and sort of bring it into the future, to the 21st century. So let us open the bag. I know what's in the bag because obviously I've used it already. This is exactly what they sent through. They sent through their leaflet, Ernest Thomas Co, made in Britain, with their kind of products and stuff like that, and about the products and their story. I am going to provide links down below so you can go check them up on their Instagram, Facebook, on their website and stuff. So if you'd like to, please feel free to go and check them out. And also inside of that, they've sent a little card, which I found quite humorous and was a nice little touch. If you can read that, is basically if you're out with your partner, fine lady, whatever, and you are taking her out for something to eat, you can carry this card with you, because if the table is unsteady or something like that, you can fold it in half, pop it under the chair leg, table legs, whatever, and stop your drink and food from going everywhere. So that's kind of quite a nice little touch. Now it's kind of appreciated. And also inside we have a beard oil, which we'll look at in just a second, and we also have a beard balm, which we'll look at in a second, and obviously an empty bag, which is quite nice for going on holidays and time away and that, I can just sling some stuff in the bag, carry it with me and not have to have it clinking around with toothpaste and stuff in a wash bag. So that's nice to keep my product separate to other stuff. So let's have a look at the beard oil and the thingy first, and the beard balm, and we'll talk about the packaging. Very, very kind of retro feel to it, vintage feel, which is nice. Sort of ingredients and everything on the back of them. Obviously barcodes aren't vintage, but there you go, that's modern touch for it. And so yeah, now we'll look at the beard oil for a start. Okay, comes in like this, as you can see, and the beard oil comes in two different sizes, either the 10ml or the 30ml, which obviously this is the 30ml. Like I said in other videos, do like the glass bottle, which is a nice touch, and I love these pipettes. Virtually every oil that I've tried so far has had a pipette on it, which is good. I did review one which has a pump on it, which isn't too bad. The ones that I don't like are the shakers, where you kind of shake it onto your hand and it just ends up everywhere. So I do appreciate a pipette, glass pipette, whichever, plastic pipette on the oils. And like I said, 10ml, 30ml, and it's got sweet almond, jojoba, coconut and vitamin E oil. And the nice thing as well with these products is they're not tested on animals, they're paraben free, and wherever they can, they ethically source and all natural ingredients, which is nice because you don't want chemicals all over the place. I certainly don't. I want to keep my beard and face and hair and everything as nice as I possibly can, and I don't really want to be putting chemicals on my skin. If you wouldn't drink it, why would you, I don't know, use it on your face? But yeah, so there you go. Now, the scent of this is a sort of sweet citrus. I have obviously used this, and it's a very nice, subtle. I know I do like the scents and everything else where it feels like I've been punched in the face with a scent, but sometimes it's nice to go out either with friends or your partner and something and not have something that's kind of like knocks your head off, and it's nice to have something subtle. So the scent on this is a nice subtle scent. It's there, and I'll show you what the oil looks like. Kind of clearish yellow oil, a few drops, because I've noticed a lot with the oils as well, once you warm them through, it tends to release the scents a bit more. It's not an overly greasy oil, and this does, it kind of, it's almost got as well to that, kind of like my granddad has stepped out of a shower sort of smell. I wouldn't necessarily say Brute or Old Spice that he used to use, but it's almost kind of got that sort of scent through it as well. Not just kind of like sweet citrus, so that's nice. It's almost like layered scent, which is nice. I haven't got the comb with me, so it doesn't matter. That'll do. And I have noticed with this as well that it does tend to kind of like absorb into my skin and my beard within around about an hour or so, which is quite nice. And the scent, although, see now with this I'm definitely getting like an aftershave-y kind of clean, fresh smell as well, with that sort of citrus, sweet citrusy notes. I put the top on it, I don't want to spill that everywhere. Horrible. And it's nice. It is nice. The scent I'm saying lasts around about an hour to around about 2 hours. Nice to get occasional subtle sort of scent of that running through and up into my nose, which is very much appreciated. So yeah, that was their oil. Moving on, we have their beard balm. Comes in two different sizes. You've got a 30ml and a 60ml, and this one is obviously the 60ml. And the balm itself, kind of your typical looking yellowish sort of balm. This is actually made from shea butter, whichever you want to call it, beeswax, cocoa and vitamin E oil, and this is allegedly bergamot mandarin sort of scent with a sort of floral undertones of it, jasmine, violet and lily sort of scent, which it kind of does. It does have that sort of nice scent too, running through it. I'll just scrape a little bit out so you can see it. I have got some on my beard from this morning anyway, but just apply a little bit more so you can see what it's like. This, I have noticed as well, doesn't have too much beeswax in it, which is nice. A little bit on there. And I'm noticing with this as well, as I rub it into my hand, it does emulsify very, very quickly. There you go. A few little kind of whites on my finger and it's gone. I'm definitely getting not so much of the mandarin, definitely the bergamot and the florally undertones. There you go. And obviously with the balm, it has got that beeswax in it, which does kind of like help to keep everything sealed and in place and lock moisture in place. And plus the nice thing as well with balms as well is they do have a slight ability to style as well, which is an always good thing. Need to go to the barber soon and get my hair cut again. It's growing through quickly. And yeah, it's nice. It's not got too much beeswax in it that it kind of clogs everything up. And the oil, like I said, that tends to absorb very, very quickly. There's nothing worse with any products that you get for your beard, skin and face that makes you feel horribly oil and greasy and nasty. So it's nice when stuff does absorb very quickly. And is a nice scent as well. So the scents that these guys use in their products, they only obviously have the two oils, or the oil, sorry, and the balm out at the moment. And the scents have been specifically made for them to try and recreate what their grandfather, kind of reminiscent of their grandfather and everything. Because it's nice to kind of try and recapture your own youth and what you remember about your past and old people that are no longer with us and everything, grandparents, great grandparents and stuff. And so it's nice. It's kind of a nice bit of sentiment behind the actual products rather than there you go, it smells of whatever. So there is a reason why they have created that scent, and so that is nice to see. Excuse me, croaky voice. Now, price point. 10 mils of the oil, £10.95. 30 mils, £15.95. Okay. With the balm, two different sizes, a 30 mil which comes in at £11.95 and a 60 mil which is £16.95. So not ridiculously expensive, not dirt cheap. It's kind of like your middle sort of pricing for stuff is, because obviously you don't want to overcharge for your stuff unless you know you've got a damn good product. You don't want to undercharge it. Obviously the men's grooming industry at the moment, especially with beards and stuff, is going through the roof, and there are a lot of companies out there that's selling stuff just because it's kind of like in fashion at the moment to try and make as much as they can from it. And it's nice when you get a product that is fairly priced. It does represent what they are trying to sell to you, and it's kind of worth it. So would I be happy to go out and buy these again? Yeah, I kind of think I would. Like I say, I do love my woody outdoor smells and my sweets, really sort of sticky sort of scents and everything else like that. But this is nice. This is the sort of stuff, like I said, that you would use if you were having a nice night in, cuddling up to your partner, going out, that you don't want to be blowing people away in the next room or whatever, or your partner won't even cuddle up to you because all she can smell is your beard. So these are kind of quite nice scents that you and your partner would actually like as well, as opposed to something that I would just like or whatever. And doing all these reviews and everything has kind of like opened up my senses into lots of different scents. I still do have my very strong views of what I want in a beard product or whatever and how I would like it to smell, but it is opening me up. So rather than just go, no, I don't like the scent of it, that I'm kind of like, yeah, that's not too bad at all. So the scents on these are very, very nice. Kind of, you've got your massive punchy in the face scent. I can't smell anything at all. And so these are kind of like sitting somewhere in between the half and the punchy in the face. Enough there that I can smell it now and it's still there, but it's not a mind-blowing scent. So let's score these two out of 10. Now what I've got to be careful of here is I'm reviewing the product and not the story, okay? I do appreciate the fact that they are trying to recreate something of their past and their grandfather and that sort of smells and everything else. It's like when you watch X Factor or Britain's Got Talent or any of those programs whatsoever, please put me through, because my hamster's recently died because it fell off of a skateboard and under a truck and everything else like that. I'm paying for a product, not necessarily the story. So I'm not going to let the story from these products influence my final decision and verdict on what I think of them. The story is great, but it's not going to influence my views on the product, okay? So I'm going to score them out of 10, 10 being absolutely magnificent, 0 being I'm never going to use it again, and 5 being it's all right, it's okay. I'm going to rate this at a... I'm going to rate it at 9 out of 10. Reason I'm rating it 9 out of 10 is the scents smell like they smell. The product is a good quality product, and I'd be happy to use it in my beard because, like I said, it's not tested on animals, it's paraben free, and they're trying to ethically source all their ingredients and all natural ingredients. The packaging is nice. The price point is kind of like that mid-range. It's not ridiculously expensive, it's not dirt cheap, and it's worth the price that you're paying for it. I like the scents on it, and it's a good product, works well for me. It does what it says on the tin and the bottle. And so, yeah, I'm giving this one a 9 out of 10. What I'm not looking forward to at the moment is I did get myself a product the other week, and I absolutely detest it, but I'm going to be doing a review on it, and that's going to be put up soon, so keep your eyes out for that one. That one is a blinder, which kind of like I can see now why stuff is becoming more expensive than the cheap stuff, because this bottle that I picked up was fairly cheap and you get a lot for your money, and it was horrible. But we're going to talk about that in another review, because that is not why I'm doing this one. So yeah, good solid 9 out of 10. Fantastic work, Ernest Thomas and Company, and Co. Please feel free to go and check them out on the website. They are UK based, British brand. So good to follow them and keep up with what they're doing. And I would recommend this to anyone going for it. Please feel free to like, subscribe, comment, join me over on my Instagram channel where I'm doing all the other stuff and flitting backwards and forwards and everything. Should anyone please out there wish to send me something to review, oil, face, hair and stuff, please feel free to do so. At the moment I'm looking at some more pomades and a Christmas scented beard oil or balm. Gingerbread, cinnamon, woody, pine, Christmas tree scent. Please, anybody out there, get in touch, because I'm desperately after something like that. But thank you guys. I hope you have a fantastic day. Keep loving each other, keep growing those beards and be good to each other. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Appreciate your time in watching this. Thank you guys. Have a great afternoon. See ya. Have a good one.